Hi guys, it's Belle here, and I am coming on to share with you today, as you would have seen in the title, my first design team project for Tracy Fox. Hopefully by the time you see this, I would have put up a community post and something on Instagram, just letting you all know that due to Creep on June, and Tracy really enjoying what I was making during Creep on June with her wonderful Craftly Haul kit, Curious Case of Craftly Haul, she reached out and asked if I would like to join her creative design team. And you know, guys, after much, oh my goodness, and jumping up and down, I replied with a big, yes, please. So excited, guys, so excited, just overwhelmed, couldn't believe it. So yes, so today is my first project for Tracy's creative design team, and I decided to do something that's not really general related because of course I would. And the kit I want to use is Tracy Fox's scrap wallpaper frames. I will leave the link to her Etsy down below where you can get these from. I saw these and fell in love with them and had an idea after seeing another kit that Tracy has. So we're also going to be using her Joyful Portraits kit and her Joyful Youths kit. So you would have seen a couple of days ago that I shared with you a haul. And during that haul, I shared some postcards. I will leave it down below if you've missed it. And if you've watched that, you will know I've become a little bit inspired or obsessed, whichever way you want to say it, with someone from 1904 called Miss Dora Penn. And Miss Dora Penn, as well as this kit, has inspired today's project. So the scrap wallpaper frames come in 3 different sizes. You get this sort of, I'd call it a medium size that I'm going to be using. Then you get these much smaller squares too. And then you can see I've already cut a lot of this kit up because I've used it, these bigger squares. So you can see the smaller, how that looks against that, and then how these look. So you get the 3 different sizes. I'm using the medium size, which is roughly 3¼ inches. Now, I want to make a bit of an acetate flippy flappy thing. Any of you who saw Creep on June will not be surprised. And I don't really know how this is going to go. So what I did was, here's some I made earlier. If you're here in the UK, you'll know that from Blue Peter. I cut out the frames that I really love. I love all the frames. They are just, look at that scrappy wallpaper effect, guys. I love it. It's so grungy. I love the colours of it. It's just, yes. It's very up my street. And so, where's that one there? I chose 12 because I'm doing 6 pieces, which will make sense soon when you see. And I paired them up and I backed them onto craft card. So I printed them out on matte photo paper, and then I've backed them onto craft card to make them sturdier because I want this to be able to stand. Now, the squares in these wallpaper frames are all a little off center with each other, so none match up perfectly, but I've done my best to find the ones I really like and match them up as well as I can. But you will see that in some of them there's still a bit of the craft card, this one in particular, because it's got this cute flower on the other side. On some of the craft card you can really see there, but I don't mind that, guys, because the great thing about this being a scrap kit is what I'm going to do, and I'll show you on one piece, and then we will, I'll show you on one piece, and then try to see a piece that would be the best to do it with. We'll do it on this one. And then I'll do the rest off camera because you don't need to see me do it a gazillion times. So I'm using the rest of the scrappy wallpaper kit, and it really doesn't matter because there's so many different kind of patterns on this. And I am going to just cut these up and use them backed them. Sorry, my cat was just doing something and she distracted me. And kind of back them on. So what I also want to do, if I've got my pencil, just so, let me bring you down a bit closer. Just so that I remember what side was what, I'm going to put a T and a T so that I remember. And then I need to look at, so I know we need a bit here. And we've got that weird wonky thing that I think I'm just going to, this is where these come in handy, these bigger clips. I think I'm just going to trim that a little bit, I think, so it's straighter. Yeah. Try and trim it with the craft card and the layers of other card and whatever else. And I've also inked all of these, so I need that. I need one there. Let's have one of these. I've also inked all of these with matte photo paper, and I need to glue that just there. So this is how I'm going to fix the problem. Obviously, you could just use your craft cut knife to go in and really trim up. Before I stick that completely down, I need to check this side. So it can't be over. But I need to make sure it's covering that piece of craft there. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's over a bit because I will be able to. But you see how that works? Because it's scrappy anyway and it's got these lines, that just works. And then I can come in with my ink pad and then ink that. And again, ink this side. So I have no idea what my cat is doing. She's trilling and chirruping over there. And then we've got two here. So I need to do one there. Yeah, you can go in with your craft knife, guys, and make sure that the squares are exact. Honestly, I don't know if you can hear her. She is running around like crazy. I don't know what's got her so excited. Maybe it's the fact that she heard I'm on Tracy's design team. Who knows? Maybe she's excited for me. There's a cat. Yeah, you can go in with your craft knife, obviously. I don't even need all of that, so I can trim some of that off. But I just make a bit of a mess sometimes when I'm using my craft knife, and it just worked out better for me to do it this way. And I also wanted to show you, maybe you don't like using a craft knife, or maybe you don't have one. I wanted to show you a way of being able to fix this problem if you wanted to use to make the same project I'm doing, or one similar. I wanted to show you another way of doing it. Maybe you're much more skilled than me at using a craft knife, and you know, but yeah, so that's how it's going to look, guys, which is fantastic. I now need to put that together so I remember what one that is. And I'm going to do the other ones off camera because you don't need to see me doing the rest of the 5 of them. And then I will be back. Okay, so I've done all of those, guys. You can see, but it just adds to the overall scrappy effect. And now I have 2 decisions to make. Firstly, I need to decide on what one's going to be my first piece. And then I need to decide, I really like that one. Then I need to decide what one is also going to be, I like the flowery one. That can be one in the middle. I think we'll choose this one. I'm also going to need to decide where I'm going to put the hinge. So this project, I'm calling it The Joyful Life of Miss Dora Penn. So what I've done is I took several images, 6 images, from the Joyful Portraits and the Youthful Portraits. That's why I've got some paper down, guys. And I printed them out on overhead laminator projector sheets, which you would have seen me use if you watched Creep on June. And we are going to, as you can see, they're all different ages because we're going to start with the youngest and we're going to move through to when she's a wonderfully beautiful old lady. And I love these images, guys. They just make me smile. So we're going to start, I want these in order. We're going to start with the first one, which is this adorable little girl from the Youthful Portrait Kit. And I want her in here. So she will go inside my frame. Now, I also want to hinge this. So it's a bit like an accordion, so it opens and closes. All 6 of them. And I need to work out, so we're going to do this by having a look. I need to get that done properly. Did that move? There we go. We need to work out whether, sorry, I was looking at that. So I've pulled out some fabric, which is this kind of ecru, maybe, tan. And I want to either put it on the outside, which might mean we then need 2 layers of it either side, or I was thinking maybe putting it inside the frame, which I know sounds weird, and you'd get part of the fabric possibly. So we would either put it on the outside here, and I am going to use brads with it. And I need to work this out beforehand because depending on how I want to do it, depends on how I'm going to stick the acetate into the piece. So we'd either do it on the outside, which is super cute, but I would have to do both sides to make it work. Or we can put it on the inside and we could actually have some of the fabric going over onto the inside of the photo. We'd still use the brads like so, because we could just have it as the fabric like that, but I kind of want some of that frayed edge, so I really just need to make a decision. There's going to be lots of decoration on here, which is why I'm thinking it would look better and be a bit different if we did it on the inside, just a little bit like so, and then we can see it either side. Like so. That's what it would look like on the back. And I think I want to do that. So if I want to do that, I need to stick the acetate to the back piece. So let's trim her off a little bit. Oh my gosh, she's just so adorable. I mean, honestly, guys, I saw these frames and then I saw this kit, these images, and I just was like, okay, that I need to use that. And after finding those postcards about Miss Dora Penn, I don't know, it all just kind of came together in my head. I don't know, it's a thing. Us crafters get inspired by the most random things. Needs to come down a bit. Oh my gosh, isn't she just adorable, guys? Look how happy she is. Oh, it makes my heart so happy. And now I need to just stick that over the edge. Now you guys might be going, no, Belle, what are you doing? Why are you doing that? Put it on the outside. But you know what? Sometimes we've got to try something a bit different. Just sometimes. And that's what I want to try. And I also need to, while I'm at it, gosh, I've really cut through this cork board. I also need to then put some, because I want the split pins to be inside. Okay, so what I thought I'd quickly do was also make a bit of a template so that all the holes are in the same place. So I've just got a piece that's the same height as this, so that the holes roughly on the other pieces are going to be on the same place. A bit like when we do our bindings for our journals. Oh, we've got some coming over the top there. Okay, cool. Let's cut that down. Honestly, guys, these pictures just bring me so much joy. Look at her little cute face. And that's what it looks like on the other side. Oh my gosh, she's adorable. So we're just going to commit now, guys. First of all, I'm going to put the brads or split pins through, because I don't want them showing on the other side. I mean, if you were going to put the fabric on top, and you could still put them through to the other side and then put the fabric, another piece of fabric over the top of that, but this just gets rid of a step, and I just wanted to see what it looked like because I haven't done this before. So let's do this. Let's glue on this one, and again, this is why marking with what's the top and the bottom is really helpful, because when you then come to glue them together, come on, I was literally just using U-glue. Oh gosh. When you then come to glue them together, they're not getting, you're not putting them upside down and then going, wait a minute, I thought I fixed that bit with a piece of paper. So yeah. Obviously, because I am using acetate, I've got to be very careful near the edge of this, and that's why I normally come in with my finger and just flatten that glue, because when you're using anything shiny like acetate or vellum or anything like that, glue will smear. So let's just try and line these up. I've got a few minutes before, or a few seconds before it kind of sticks, so that I can really try and line that up. And I'm just going to press it all the way around to make sure, especially on this, because it's got the brads and the fabric and all sorts of layers, that sticks together. And where is it? I have this little piece that I'm just going to clamp that together with. So now we can start with the second one. And I think I want more of the blue on this one. So I think I want this side. And now we need the one where she is a young teenager. So we're going to pick this one. Honestly, guys, isn't it adorable? A lot of these images, actually, I noticed when I was picking the ones that I wanted to use, they are of the same woman. So, ow, almost cut my finger then. So that is actually quite helpful for a project like this, because that's the top, that's the top. And I've got to remember we're sticking it onto the back. That's really helpful, because obviously if I'm actually doing basically almost like a photo album of this person, it's helpful that the pictures seem to be of So many of them seem to be of the same lady. So that's nice. Right, let's get that. Miss Dora Penn. Now, I need to firstly put some holes in this because it has to attach on the other side. So I need to put my holes in this and hope I did get them in the right place. Yes. And then we need to bring the fabric over. And we need a little bit of space because I need it to fold. My glue's not liking me at the moment, and I'm pretty sure it's because I keep forgetting to put the lid back on it. And again, I'm making sure that the T is at the top, giving it just about, I don't know, 1/4 of an inch, not even that, like 1/2 centimetre in space so that it will fold. And then we've got the lovely, telling you guys, this kit, I love the kind of beautiful grunginess. It does give me Victorian feels with the beautiful grunginess. Let's get 2 more brads. And I just love the scrappy nature of it. It makes me think of when we do collage masterboards and things, which I love to do. I just love that collage look, if I'm honest. I need to make sure that the brads, when I put them through, that the pins are going to open up portrait-wise rather than horizontally. So they go along the actual side and we don't see the pin sticking out like so. And then we are going to be sticking our lovely Dora inside, and that should fold up like that. Actually, I can't stick her inside yet because I need to cut another piece of fabric. This will do. Glue that on and actually do the split pins on that. I've got to remember on all the middle ones, I have to do both sides with the pins because it needs to open and close. So actually I didn't think about that when I was doing, I still like the way it looks, it's good. And then let's put our brads in here too. Realistically, I could have stuck it onto the other side. No, it's fine. I'm trying to think. Do I want it like that and then that would be like that? Yeah, that'll do fine. So what I think I'll do is I'll show you all the images and we'll stick those onto the backs, and then I'll do the rest of the fabrics because you would have seen me do that 3 times. I'll do the rest of the fabric off camera, but I'll show you all the images first. Like so. Oh my goodness, Miss Dora Penn. I'm telling you, it's so strange how we can see one thing. So like I find a whole load of postcards, which I don't realise until I get home and then share them with you guys on camera, that they're actually all, or most of them, were to the same person, from her friends, her mother, whatever, to Miss Dora Penn. And now I'm completely inspired by the idea of her. And so when I saw this, I was like, yes, let's do my first project inspired by her. So she was a real person. I don't know who she was. This is just my kind of inspiration from her and her correspondence. But I like to think, first of all, what a wonderful name. I'm going to clean this. Firstly, what a wonderful name, Dora Penn. I mean, for a journal, you can't get much better, can you? I just cleaned this and it still wants to play up. You really can't get much better than that name. This is going to keep playing up. I'm going to open a new one. And secondly, I don't know, I just love the name, Dora Penn. I'm just imagining this wonderful young lady who loved to travel and her family traveled. Maybe she was a school teacher. I'm imagining her as a school teacher. I don't know why. And, you know, she has all these friends. And the fact that these postcards, there were so many people who'd written to her, just made me feel like she was such a lovely woman, that she had so many friends and family. And so obviously she's joyful, in my eyes anyway. Now this is going to look weird when you look through it and you're going to see all the faces, but I also kind of like that because it's kind of like the different faces as she ages. So yeah, so that's those two faces. So I'll go through the rest and we'll pick out what they're going to go in, but I'm not going to do the fabric for all of them. And I think next we've got this one. So I think I'd like this flower one, I think, in the middle. And then I think I'd like this one at the end. And then it doesn't really matter because they're all so wonderful. Let me have a look. Oh, love all the blues there. Let's have a bit more blue there. I think I'd like these. So we've got our first two. And then we're going to have this. So this is where, so here she's what we would class as a teen, but they didn't really have teens in the Victorian era, you know, a term for it. But this is her as a young lady now. I'm thinking of her as more, she's more like 12, 13 here. And here she's more like 16 to 18. So she's going to go there. And then we have her now, you know, maybe, you know, she's an older woman. She's in her, I want to say late 20s, maybe with this one. You know, she's got a hat on. Maybe she's almost in her 30s, but look at that face. She's so beautiful. She's just so happy. And then this one, she's definitely more like in her late 40s to 50s. That's what I'm going for with this one. And you can see that the first three, her hair is looser or in a plait, but the last three, she has a hat on. And that was a deliberate choice. And then in this one, she's in her, I don't know, 70s. And this, I mean, if I can be that happy at that age, then, you know, I will be more than blessed. But I just love it. So I'm going to fit these into here and add the fabrics to them. You don't need to see that. Like I said, you just see me do it a few times and then I will be back. Okay guys, so I have done all the fabric and brads and let me show you how she is looking. So we open her up and she opens all the way. Look, da, da, da. And she would sit, well, I'm imagining she would sit. You could have her sitting like this on a bookcase and kind of showing you all of her. Love that picture so much. So now what we need to start doing is decorating. Now I actually found in my stash a paper kit which works brilliantly with this Scrappy Frames kit. Now I don't know the name of the paper kit, so I am sorry. I have had it absolute years. It was part of a scrapbook kit. And I die cut lots and lots of flowers and leaves out of it because, of course, we're going to use flowers and leaves. It's a bell project. And, yeah, I cut those out. I also, there is these butterflies. It's in Tracy's Just Chill kit. It's a whole page, but I reduced it to 25%. So I've cut a load of those out and inked them up. And I also backed them with a Tracy paper, so that I could just see where I want things to go, basically. And we're just going to have fun doing a little bit of decorating. We won't get all the decorating done in this video, but that's okay. Hello, kitty kitty. If you can hear that in the background, that is my cute little cat. She's it. That's the other one. Her sister's been running around all over the place today, being absolute a bit nutty butty. And she just seems to be in a very vocal mood today, which is most unlike her. No, let's not overplay too much. Let's just grab something and we can put like a flower. Again, they're double thingied and I've inked all around all of these already. And I just want some flowers on here. It's so pretty. Let me bring you down a bit. So I think, as I was saying in my last video, I'm imagining Miss Dora Penn to be a school teacher. And her students love her and her friends love her. And she's just so full of joy. Hence the joyful life of Miss Dora Penn. And, you know, she loves learning and travel and all that good stuff. And hearing about her friends' travels. And she's just a lovely, lovely person. That's how I'm imagining Miss Dora Penn. Also, the name Penn, even though it's her surname, is giving me Bridgerton vibes. Now, I'm trying to make sure that none of the flowers come below this bottom bit, because if I do want it to sit on a shelf, I obviously don't want the flower coming below it, otherwise it won't sit. And also, if you are using these frames, some of them are slightly different sizes, so again, do check if you're making something like this that all the bottoms line up. Now I also have little bits of lace, so let's see. Oh, I've already put the decoration together there. I must have been playing. Let's see what we think if we had a little bit of lace somewhere. I'm going to tear it. Has to be torn because, you know, 'tis me. So it could go where the flower is. That's quite pretty, isn't it? Oh, I like that. Yeah, no, I like it there. We're going to put it there. So let's do that. And I'm going to be using lots of words on this as well. Because, again, I'm thinking of the postcards and letter writing and all that good stuff. Now, lace can come over the bottom because lace is soft, so it's going to be fine sitting on a shelf. But, yeah, I want lots of words to fit in with that theme of letter writing and all that good stuff. I love this butterfly. Love this. I think that this is my favourite one. As I said, they're larger in the Just Chill kit. And I want that popping over the top, because at least at the top it's easier to, just making sure that all works, and whether I need to move that up a tiny bit. And I don't know what I'm going to do for the middles of these yet. I've got a few ideas in mind, but I don't know. And I'm wondering if we want some rub-ons. Enjoy the journey. Hello, friend. A dreamer of dreams. I feel like enjoy the journey is the best one. Or maybe that should be the last one, actually. Maybe we should have hello, and instead of hello friend, we should have hello beautiful day. Maybe we should do that. So we could have the hello and then the beautiful day, and then I'll put the friend somewhere so that we can get that. Hello, beautiful day. I love adding words to all my projects anyway, guys. You would have heard me say that a million times. I don't know. I think it's the journaling in me. Like, I use my journals to journal in and do memory keeping. And I think just adding words and things like that just makes a project, it feels finished to me when I do that. Let's put it up the top here. Hello, beautiful day. Because she's so happy. Look at her. She's woke up such a beautiful mood. Hello, beautiful day. Toffee, what's the matter, baby? Why are you being so loud and noisy today? Maybe this one could go there. I'm also trying to think of where things can go so that when it closes, that it's not too bulky. Let's just move on to this one, shall we? Got some ivy, which is quite beautiful. We could try, I've got a few different colours, and I want to really, what's the word? Mix up the colours of the plants as well as the shapes of them. That's what I would want to do. What, Tuffs? I do not know what is going on with my sweet Toffee today. She is in such a playful mood. It's very strange. I'm just going to put these on here already. And there she is just running, if you heard that noise in the background. It's most unlike her. Her sister Binks, yes, she is, well, she is playful, mischievous, all that good stuff. But Toffee's normally quite a sort of calm, sedate cat, possibly because Binks is so over the top sometimes, bless her. So I don't know what on earth has got into Toffee today, but you know, and I'm busy, so unfortunately Mama can't play. Because normally I would stop everything I'm doing and go run over to them and go, what? Let me play, my babies. Because yes, my cats are kind of, now my children are all grown. My cats are my fur babies. I know not everyone likes that term, but I don't want, because there's red and white there, I want a different, maybe we should have the blue. Maybe that would work best. Yes, Toffee, what are you doing? What's happening? And then maybe this white. No, that's too much white. Where did the pink one go to? I can always do it on the pink size. I'm just really hoping she does not suddenly take it upon herself to run across this. Should we have some sari silk this time instead of lace to run across this craft table? That's what I'm really hoping, because that would be a bit awkward. Crazy cat. Why are you so playful, baby? Now she's just looking out the window. Hopefully she's going to calm down in a minute. Some sari silk. Could still add a little bit of lace to it. Like double up on it, couldn't we? Why not? I have it here, so why not? Do not climb on the craft table, Toffee. Nope, she's coming. At least she's not running, she's just walking, which is good. Oh my gosh, she's literally here. You can probably see her shadow reflected. Toffee, Mummy's filming. Oh my goodness, they're so big now. They used to lie on the craft table with me when I was doing my videos, when I first got them, when they were kittens. But now they're just so big that it's really hard to film with them there. I'm wondering, I think I have a little tiny flower that I die cut. A blue one. That looks quite nice, yes. Let's ink that side though, because it's the other side that's inked, but that's the same as the flower underneath, and I don't want that. Be great if I had one of those in white, actually. but I grabbed this one, so let's do this one. Put that there. Miss Dora, Miss Dora, the beautiful Dora Penn. Okay, so what could we put up here? I also have some of these metal embellishments, these ones, that I did think would be quite good, but I think because of the brads, it's going to be really hard to use them. I mean, I could have it over the piece. I do actually like that, but now I'm looking at the one next to it, because this one's so dark, would it be nice to have that over that? And I think it would. So let's think about what we could put up there. I didn't really want to use another butterfly because I don't want everything back to back. But, I mean, we could put another flower, couldn't we? We don't have to just have the one flower on here. Oh, I've got a button. Oh, we could use the button. Look at that. It's a beautiful little mirrored heart one. I think that goes really quite well. Would have gone quite nicely in there as well, wouldn't it? And thinking about it, I could have used that lace under it too. I mean, I've got another bit of lace. So it's not like I can't do that. We have some really white lace, but I feel like it's too white against, yeah, this has much more muted colours in it, this piece. I want to see what that looks like. Miss Dora, Miss Dora. Or do I just want the heart? I almost feel like I just want the heart, but then I look at it and go, it's a bit plain. Maybe it's the piece of lace I had, and let's try it on a different piece. I think that goes better, actually. Yeah, I think that goes better. And we can put some thread through it, so let me get that. Okay, guys, so I pulled out this thread, which is this kind of pale sage green, and it's a vintage thread that a friend sent me. And I doubled it and then doubled it again, and I'm stitching it through the, I put it through the front of the heart. The heart also had this beautiful bit on the back, and I was tempted to use that instead, but I decided I liked the shiny mother of pearl side a bit more. So I'm going to do that, and then we're going to cut these threads. Would have helped if I had my thread scissors, actually. There we go, and we're going to put the heart on there. Yes, that's all come together now. That's what I like. So I hope you enjoyed this project. As I said, it's my first creative design team project, which, can I just say, pressure, not from Tracy, just from myself thinking, oh my goodness, I'm making something as part of Tracy Fox's creative design team. It has to be like a really good project. It has to be good, Belle. And then I just thought, you know what, let's just play. Let's just play and do the kind of things that you like to do and stop putting so much pressure on yourself. We could have one of the Tim Holtz words. Believe in yourself. Say yes to new adventures. Choose to be happy. Oh, I love that one. I love that one. Choose to be happy. And I'm thinking maybe up here. Although it does fit quite well down there. But I just don't want everything in exactly the same place. Choose to be happy, Miss Dora, Miss Dora. Choose to be happy. So we could have that one up there. I mean, they are kind of in the same place, aren't they? But do you know what? That's okay. That's okay. I could have it actually on the flower, couldn't I? No, I don't like it there. I don't want to put it on the acetate because this has white backing. And you will see that through the acetate, and I don't want that. So, Choose to be happy. So we're using different things on here, like some rub-ons, some of these. Do we prefer it with just the rub-ons? I'm wondering if I do now. Although, unfortunately, that's stuck. So it is what it is. We're going to mix it up. Although, like I said, now I wish I'd just done the rub-ons. It's done. It's done. Let's move on to here, and the first thing I want to do is do the metal corner on here, because that's going to take time to dry. I am going to do flowers on all the corners. It's just what I'm going to do. I'm going to change up some of the other bits, but I want flowers on all these corners. So let's have a look where this can go. Love adding a little bit of metal onto the embellishment. We do have some little bits, actually. Where did I put those? Some little Tim Holtz bits and pieces that might work quite well. Stick down. That's going to take a bit of a... That doesn't want to stick, that one. Maybe the metal needed bending into shape. Okay, so let's do another bit. We want greener flowers this time. So let's just grab something. Oh, we got this one. We haven't used one of these yet. So let's use one of these and maybe one of these. And here we have her, the beautiful Dora. Honestly, I don't know if I said or not, but transparencies really attract the dust. So if you're using them, I suggest you have a cloth nearby so that you can really make sure that, and make sure it's a soft cloth as well, that you can get all the dust off. But, you know, they look so good in projects that I can put up with that. Because it's worth it. But just have a soft cloth. We have that. I'm going to kind of move it over there a little bit. So, yeah. I don't know if I want that on her face, though. I mean, now I don't like that bit, so we could just cut this off and we just have the one. That's better. And then I can always add more with this anyway. That seems quite large, doesn't it? Well, we could double them like that. I like that. Let's do that. So yes, I hope you like this project. Sometimes you've just got to go with what's in your head. I did check with Tracy. I was like, we don't always have to do journals or journal projects, do we? And she was like, no, you don't. Do whatever sort of creative project that you're thinking of. And I was like, oh, good. Because I have a particular project in mind. I wanted to pick up some of the blue, actually, that's on here. So I do have these kind of Tim Holtz pieces, which are cute, 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 cute. And I could add a butterfly down here instead of a flower. We've still got the leaves, but we could have a butterfly down there instead. Let me see if there's any other blue bits. So we've got a little blue stamp, which does work because, you know, we're talking about writing and things. So we've got that little blue stamp. We could use that. That's cute. I prefer that. I think there's another stamp in here as well. Or we could just use something like that. I thought I had another stamp, although I could use that on a different page, couldn't I? Obviously, we've got the red. Let's have a look at which one I like best. Got that. I think I like that one, but let's just try this. Come on, butterfly, steer. I think I prefer the other one. So we're going to do that. I've got no lace or anything down there, so I'm going to have to grab something because we can't not have some lace or something because we've been adding it to all the different bits. Where'd the other piece of lace go? Hold on, let's just cut a bit off here. So that we can put a little bit underneath. Like so. I mean, we have got double the lace on there, so maybe we don't need it on here. Let's look at it with and without, because we can't make a decision until I've looked at it both. It needs the lace. Were you just going to go, of course it does, Belle, you know you're going to add it. Why are you even pretending like it's not a thing? I don't know, guys. I just am. So, and then we've got to think about what word we want on here. I think this would have been a better one to use those Tim Holtz words with, just because it's quite cluttered as it is, and I think they'd stand out a bit better on here. Do, 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 do. Now I need to make sure that's going to bend. It actually has to bend the other way. This bends like that. That has to bend like this. So I need to trim this. I need to trim this, because otherwise it won't work. I can just take that off actually. There we go. That's much better. Trimmed and everything. All right, so that's that. And we need something on here, don't we? Ah, I know what I was going to try. I don't know if this will work, but in the Tim Holtz rub-ons, he has the white ones, and that acetate's quite dark, but I don't know if it's dark enough to put one of these white ones on there. Got Shine Brightly, which I really like. So I'm gonna attempt it before sticking it down. I'm gonna pull this backing off and just see. Actually, we're gonna do it. We're just gonna do it. I'm gonna be brave. I don't want that up there. Shine brightly, Miss Dora. Keep your fingers crossed that this works. I'm sure I've actually put some of these rub-ons onto some of this laminator when I was using it in Creep on June. But it does like to stick. So, need to lift that again. Just need to lift it. Oh, my goodness me. All fingers and thumbs. Right. And then, oh, I love it, guys. I really love that. The only problem is it's going to be a bit weird from the other side, but I absolutely love that. Okay. Do you know what, guys? I think I'll leave it here, and in part 2, we'll finish up the decoration, because we may also decorate the back, because obviously the back's really plain right now. But this is what we've done so far. Let me bring you up. So this again is the scrap wallpaper frames with the joyful portraits and the joyful youths. And we've made this concertina piece that's going to come together like so. And now we are decorating, and you can see it just looks so good with the light through it, guys. This would look brilliant on a windowsill. It really would. Or if you put it on a shelf with like little tea lights behind it or something. Oh, I love that. That's worked out really, really well. I really like that one. Much happier with that than I am with those. I don't mind them though. I don't mind them. And if we kind of change it up as we do each one, then that'll look intentional. So that's it for today. So part 2's video will be coming soon. Well, we'll finish decorating. And yeah, I hope you're enjoying it so far, guys. I'd love to hear your comments down below, and if you've ever made anything like this before. And do check out the links down below, where I'll leave all the links to Tracy's different kits that I've used in this. And yeah, please do like and subscribe if you haven't already. And me and Miss Dora Penn will be back with you very soon in another video. Until then, guys, wherever you are in the world, I hope you are having lots and lots of crafty fun. Bye for now.